Hey y'all, and welcome back to the Quimby Chronicles, your favorite corner of the internet where we keep it real, reflect on the mess and the magic, and find a little joy in the in-between. I'm your host, Traci, and this is where we talk life, love, healing, and all the lessons that shape us. So grab your tea, your journal, or just a moment to yourself, and let's get into it. You don't have to earn your rest. In this episode, I'm flipping the script on hustle culture and celebrating rest as a radical act of resistance. From naps to boundaries to doing absolutely nothing, this one is your permission slip to slow down and reclaim your softness. Hey y'all, welcome to the Quimby Chronicles. I'm your host Traci, and today is soft. Today is slow. Today is sacred, okay? This episode is called Black Girl Rest is Revolutionary. Because rest, real, apologetic rest, it's not just self-care. It's survival. It's resistance. And it's our birthright. So, if you're listening while folding laundry or multitasking, pause, take a breath, and let's talk. Okay, so let's start with this. Rest feels unnatural to many of us because we've been praised for our struggle our entire lives. These are the things we've been taught. You're so strong. You always figure it out. You never need help. Okay? Like, shut up. Because that stuff that I'm doing is stuff that I'm doing because I feel like I have no choice. This is not what I choose to do. Okay? Because praise for surviving is not healing. And we've been conditioned to be superhuman. And then we're blamed when we burn out because we're not superhuman. So resting, slowing down, saying no, that's not weakness. It's not weakness at all. It's revolutionary. It's unheard of. I mean, these days it's heard of more, but it needs to be the norm. Resting and slowing down, saying no to things that we don't like or we don't want to do or that doesn't align with us, that is what we're supposed to do. Okay, so let's talk about rest. Let's make it plain. Number one, rest is not earned. Rest is not a reward. Rest is not lazy. Rest is not a luxury. It's not. Rest is what your nervous system needs. Like I tell my daughter all the time, you need to rest because rest is the way your body recharges. Rest is how your creativity refills. Rest is how your body repairs the damage of stress, generational and otherwise. We have to remember that we're not machines and we are not productivity robots. We're women. We're Black women. We're moms. We're sisters. We're aunties. We're grandmas. And we deserve to rest. So why does rest feel so hard? Why does it feel so hard for us to get rest? If rest feels uncomfortable to you, it's not because you're broken. It's because you're deprogramming. Because we've been programmed to be strong and to go, 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 no matter what. So if rest is uncomfortable, you're deprogramming. So in the beginning, rest is going to be uncomfortable, and that's okay. You're going to keep doing it until it's not uncomfortable, until it becomes comfortable, until it becomes a requirement of yours. You like it's a non-negotiable. So it's hard because you feel guilty, like you're like, dang, I'm just laying here. I could be doing something, or there's fear. There's fear. What if people think I'm lazy? And then there's trauma. Because if you stop moving, you feel like you'll fall apart. So we've been taught to tie our worth to what we do and not who we are. It's our accomplishments. As far as we've learned, it's our accomplishments that matter. It's the badges that we wear. It's the wonderful mom that I'm being, but not who we are as people. But you don't have to earn your right to be still because you already have it. Like I said before, it's your birthright. So what does rest look like? Rest doesn't just mean naps, even though naps are the greatest ever, okay? Rest can look like saying no to overcommitting. And saying no to overcommitting may look like, you know, I'm tired, so no, I can't go to brunch with you. Or telling your kid like, I'm tired, I need to take a nap. So no, I can't play Roblox with you for the 17th time today. Rest is, hey, can mommy just get a moment? Can you give mommy her time? Rest can look like telling your partner like, hey, I'm tired. I don't feel like making dinner today. Rest can be something like letting the laundry wait. So what if the laundry piles up? And what about it? At least it's clean. That's how I look at it. At least it's clean. Rest can also look like taking a walk without your phone. Because these days, if you don't have a phone, people don't know how to get in contact with you. So unplugging from the internet and social media and your family sometimes is the way to go. You got to leave your phone at home and just go on about your business for a little time. Rest can look like having a full day with nothing planned. Just kind of fly by the seat of your pants. And those are my favorite types of days. I love days when I have nothing planned. Or what I used to do a lot, which I haven't done in a long time, I used to just get in the car and drive. Get in the car, I drive, and then when I end up somewhere, I'd be like, or sometimes I would plan, just look around, look for stuff, and be like, oh, well, I want to go see that. And I would go see whatever it is. I would spend the night. I would tell the kids, hey, I'm not coming home tonight. I would spend the night. And then I come back home. I'll be refreshed and I'll be a much more agreeable person. Much more agreeable person after I spent my full day by myself without nothing, doing nothing. Rest is also being unavailable without apologizing for it. A lot of people be like, oh, well, I'm so sorry. No, I can't. No, I'm not sorry. I don't want to go. And that's okay. I mean, you don't have to be rude about it, but it's okay to be unavailable. You don't have to apologize for being unavailable or saying no to something that doesn't align with you or what you want to do. Sometimes rest is choosing soft over strong. And a lot of us don't know how to be soft. A lot of us have to practice because it's not something that we're used to. Sometimes rest is being silent. Just let people say what they want and run their mouths and you just be silent. And sometimes it's just taking up space. But it's up to you to decide what rest looks like for you. So for me, I used to burn myself out in order to earn a break. Until one day my body was like, no, ma'am, sit on down somewhere. That was the day I learned that rest is medicine. This one day I have been working, just working. And I leave early, I come home, and then it's time to make dinner. The kids need help with their homework. I gotta clean up, I gotta do laundry, whatever it was, to do that day. And I decided, my back had been, here and there. It'd been a little tweak here, a little tweak there. And I'm like, I really need to rest. When I'm off, I need to rest. I need to sit down somewhere. Well, I took a day off. I took a Friday off and ended up throwing my back out. And all I was doing, I bent over to pick up something off the floor and threw my back out. Was in bed for the entire weekend. I could not get out of bed the entire weekend. That was my lesson. Like, and the thing about it, the crazy thing about it is that I knew that I knew I was overdoing it, but I felt like I could push myself just to do one more thing, to do one more thing, one more thing, one more thing. One more thing really turned into 25. That's what we do. We push ourselves. Just one more thing, one more thing, one more thing. Because you want things to be perfect. You want things to be a certain way. You look around the house and you're like, oh my gosh, it's so messy in here. I have to get this together. And you place so much weight on yourself and so much responsibility on yourself. The next thing you know, you throw your back out and you in bed for the whole weekend. Okay. So yeah, no, I had to stop. And as a matter of fact, I schedule in my rest. Now, I'm not going to lie to you. Lately, I have not been doing a good job because we've been moving. But normally, between the hours of 11 a.m. and 1:30 p.m., I'm taking a nap. I'm going to lay down. Even if I don't sleep, I'm going to lay down. And I haven't been doing it lately just because we've been moving and, trying to get the old place cleaned up, trying to make sure we don't just have a bunch of stuff at the new place. which inevitably it's happened anyway. It's just a bunch of stuff everywhere. Just because some things needed to be moved before something else could be, so if you know when it comes to moving. Lately I haven't been, but I got to get back to it. Okay. I got to get back to it. So, for me, taking the daily naps, that's how I redefined what rest meant for me and what changed when I allowed myself to claim it without guilt, and I tell people like, nah, we can't go to lunch because that's my nap time. I got to take a nap. And what's crazy is most people are like, a nap? You take naps? Yes, I take naps. Naps are how we recharge, and even if I don't take a nap, I'll take that 2.5 hours and I'll watch a movie that I've been wanting to watch. I will catch up on some shows. I will read a book because I have so many books here that I need to read. Honey, I still have these people's library books that I need to return, but I haven't read them all. I read some of them, but I haven't read them all. And then, like I don't want to make multiple trips to the library. So I just hold on to all of them. But so I take that 2.5 hours and that's what I do. I do something for me. Another couple of things that I do is I journal. I had gotten away from it, but I started back a couple weeks ago. I started back journaling and I want to get back I used to get up in the morning and I would do a gratitude session, drink a cup of tea, just sit outside, just kind of be grateful for what happened the day before, set my intentions for the day ahead. And I haven't done that in a while either, but I'm definitely going to start back doing that. And those things kind of help keep me grounded throughout the day. They keep me from lack of a better word from overheating. So between, setting my intentions for the day, the nap in the middle of the day, and then my journal at night, that's my whole day right there, that I schedule in some rest in there. And if I do that, and when I do that, that's a surefire way I know that I'm going to get to rest, and I make myself do it instead of being like, oh, well, I got this project to work on. I got that. No, no, non-negotiable. Lay down somewhere before your body makes you lay down. Before your body makes you lay down. So that's something that we have to stop doing. We have to stop placing all these expectations on ourselves. We have to stop being unrealistic and stop succumbing to the pressures of whoever, whether it's society, it's social media, it's your family, whoever it is that's putting that pressure on you. Have to be able to resist that and remember that rest is essential. It's essential to your well-being. So this week, I want you to remember this. Your worth is not in your work. Your peace is not selfish. Your rest is your revolution. Share this episode with your strong friends, the ones who never sit down, the ones who are always fine. And let's remind each other that softness is allowed, because I think we forget a lot of the times. Just in the rat race of life, motherhood, our careers, our relationships, romantic and otherwise, we forget. So let's remind each other that softness is allowed. This has been the Quimby Chronicles, and I'll see you next week, rested and radiant. All right, now, there's another chronicle wrapped up. I hope you felt seen, smiled, or just took a deep breath that you didn't know you needed. If this episode blessed you, share it with your bestie, your mama tribe, or someone who's healing too. Until next time, keep growing, keep glowing, and always keep it real.